Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're joining us today because we are breaking down a truly fascinating analysis of human behavior. Have you ever noticed how some people can just walk into a room and instantly command attention without making a single sound? It's wild. Well, today we're unpacking a highly compelling source that dissects exactly how true attraction actually doesn't require a single spoken word. We're going to map out the principles of this silent, grounded energy. So get comfortable and let's get right into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. Is it really possible to create attraction without saying a single word? This challenge turns a massive, completely common assumption in our society totally upside down. Most guys, well, they believe that to get noticed, or to be attractive, or to really make an impression, they just have to be the loudest person in the room. They think they need to tell the absolute best jokes, talk constantly, or visibly try super hard to impress the people around them. But the source material we're analyzing today, it flips that completely on its head. It argues that the real game isn't about the words coming out of your mouth at all, it's entirely about your presence.
To really get this, we've got to define the core concept from our source material, the Stoic man. This is a man whose profound influence and attraction stem not from words, but from his disciplined body language, his calm confidence, and just a steady presence. Now let's be totally clear here, this isn't about being some emotionless robot, not at all. It's about possessing this incredibly grounded, steady energy that just naturally draws attention. You see, while ordinary men try to shout their value to the world, the Stoic man knows the genuine impact isn't yelled, it is felt.
All right, that brings us to our first major section, the power of presence, focusing on body language and stillness. Now, notice the stark visual contrast here. It's huge. On the one side, you have the ordinary guy. He slouches, his shoulders are lowered, he's constantly fidgeting. The source points out that this kind of posture unconsciously broadcasts a really loud message of weakness, nervousness, and just internal discomfort. And honestly, if you present yourself as weak, the world is going to see you exactly that way. But look at the Stoic man on the flip side. He stands straight, his chest is just slightly forward, and his walk is completely steady and unhurried. This posture silently screams self-reliance. It tells literally everyone around him that he is fully, absolutely in control of his own life.
Let's ground this in a real-world example straight from our source. Just imagine you're at a crowded social event, right? A party, and a woman glances in your direction. The ordinary guy usually kind of panics. He gets nervous, he overthinks, or he immediately rushes over to start talking just to desperately fill the silence. But the Stoic man? He remains perfectly calm. Instead of reacting frantically, he performs a controlled, nonverbal micro-action. Maybe he smoothly and silently adjusts his shirt collar or just gently fixes his hair. It seems like a tiny, almost insignificant detail, but it projects immense self-value. It shows you don't take your own presence lightly and you are totally, completely unbothered by the attention.
Moving right along to Section 2, the armor of discipline, looking specifically at grooming and self-respect.
The source actually anchors this highly practical advice in some deep Stoic philosophy. As the great Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius stated, a man should present himself with dignity and respect. And this isn't vanity. Taking care of your clothes, your hygiene, and your grooming is a fundamental bedrock exercise in self-respect. It basically shows that you value your own life enough to present the absolute best version of yourself to the world.
The analysis makes this awesome point that comfortable, well-fitting clothing acts almost like a warrior's armor. It's not about endlessly chasing the latest fast fashion trends or dropping cash to show off designer labels. No, it's about finding clothes that fit you well and genuinely make you feel perfectly at ease. When you wear an outfit that fits you perfectly, it fundamentally alters your walking style. It literally shifts your posture. It creates this profound internal steadiness, which boosts your confidence organically, right from the inside out.
Which leads us perfectly into Step 3, forging the foundation through a disciplined body. Now, this part brilliantly illustrates one of the absolute core concepts of Stoicism, separating what you can control from what you literally can't. On one side, we have things entirely out of your control, your facial genetics, your exact height. Stressing over these is completely useless. But on the flip side, we see what is 100% in your control: daily exercise, a healthy diet, and bodily discipline. The source makes a brilliant point right here. A disciplined body silently tells the world, and especially women, that you can successfully manage your own life. Because if you can control your own physical habits, well, you're a reliable, grounded force.
Let's shift gears slightly and look at the behavioral side of things. In Section 4, owning your space and letting your work speak.
Okay, let me walk you through this really specific sequence. Imagine you're hanging out in a crowded cafe, and someone you're attracted to is sitting nearby. The ordinary guy tends to literally shrink himself. He hunches over his coffee, nervously taps his foot, and pulls his elbows in tightly to take up as little space as physically possible. Instead of shrinking down, try the Stoic approach. 1. Take a deep, steady breath. 2. Relax those shoulders completely. 3. Lean back comfortably in the chair. And 4. Just place your keys or phone naturally right on the table. This is absolutely not about dominating the room or being obnoxious. It's just about being entirely comfortable existing in your own skin and occupying your rightful space.
And it all really boils down to this crucial idea. True peace comes when you stop caring what others think. That relaxed, expansive physical posture we just saw in the cafe scenario, that is directly connected to mental freedom and emotional steadiness. When you stop obsessively worrying about being judged, your body naturally relaxes. And let me tell you, that authentic ease is incredibly magnetic.
The source also touches on how you project your overall value to others, noting this great line: "Don't argue about what a good man should be one." Essentially, let your work and your genuine skills do the talking. Every single man has unique talents, whether it's in their career, in sports, or in intellectual pursuits. You shouldn't hide your talents for sure, but you absolutely shouldn't brag about them either. True confidence is remarkably quiet. It is proven through action, competence, and actual results, not through loud, desperate self-promotion.
Here is another super fascinating strategy we pulled from the text: the power of familiarity. If there is someone you're interested in, forget the grand, movie-style theatrical gestures. Instead, just regularly visit places you genuinely enjoy, maybe a local park, a bookstore, or the gym. Do not chase, do not stare. Just maintain a calm, positive energy while you do your own thing. By consistently and calmly showing up, you're building a powerful, unspoken connection. Your familiar presence naturally creates organic comfort over time, without you ever having to force an awkward interaction.
And that brings us to the final section of our explainer today. Pillar 5, a calm gaze. It's amazing, but the eyes communicate absolute volumes before a single word is ever spoken. A steady, unbroken gaze communicates profound confidence, a deep calm, and an inner balance. Most guys, when they make eye contact, they get scared. They quickly look away, look down at their shoes, or shift their eyes nervously all around the room. Maintaining a peaceful, non-threatening, but completely unwavering eye contact is the ultimate separator between the stoic man and the nervous crowd. It shows you're not afraid of connection and you're deeply secure in who you are.
So as we wrap up, I really want to leave you with this one question to ponder. What is your silence saying about you right now? True attraction and deep influence aren't about the jokes you tell or the fancy words you use to impress someone. They are built on your posture, your self-respect, your physical discipline, and your calm, steady presence in the world. I want you to evaluate your own nonverbal presence today. If you can master these Stoic principles and just let your presence do the heavy lifting, you will be amazed watching how the world reacts to you. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and as always, keep learning.